Hi guys, today we're diving deeper into the zero dimension. So I tried the setting for the mic up, it's great. If it cannot be perfect, so let's go. Zero. We'll have to get used to watching me right from the phone perspective. It's gonna be a little bit harder. So I'm gonna do it like that. Okay, so zero. Zero is it's kind of the first dimension in the sense of it contains every dimension. It contains the whole dimensional system. And as you know, dimensional system is infinite. So time to relax. So this is the zero dimension. The only way for you, there's few ways for you to understand it. First of all, there's its representations. So its representations would be space, the space in which there is the object, the physical one, we could say. So it is distinct from the space of the spirit or the space of the mind. This is the space in which there is our 3D reality, in which there is our objects, the space inside and between the atoms. It would be a representation of the zero dimension. Another one is a blank page. It's a really good and beautiful image. The blank page is the support of the creation. It is where the creation will happen, but also it is the space that holds creation and defines the dimensions of the creation and the nature of the creation. On the blank page, you can almost only, if you want to use it to create something, you're gonna be limited to the two dimensions of the blank page. So it defines the nature of the creation. Also, your creation will be made of paper or the material of your blank page, or it could also be made of colors or words, but it's defined as it is on a blank page. So you see how the page defines the nature of the creation? It's the same for the zero, because zero is like the direct transformation or transmutation of infinite light. Infinite light first, when it transmutes or transforms, it's in the zero. So we could say that zero is the point of where it comes. As you may start to understand, I told you that the dimensional system for real is a core, a center of dual dimensions, the three, the two, and the first. And around this core, this center of dual dimensions, there is the fourth dimension. It's the frontier between the inside, dense, and the outside. And then around there is all the upper dimensions, 5, 6, 7, 8 until infinity. Okay? So it goes until infinity, which is here. So you see how infinity is really close from the zero dimension. It is visual. You don't have to intellectually understand it, but just visually see how it is close. And you see this happened naturally. I was talking to you and writing at the same time. I'm writing what I'm explaining to you. So if what I'm explaining to you makes sense, then you can use this sense which is expressed in a visual way right here. Even if you don't really understand or know, you gotta first hold on this knowledge. So this is a core. This is the infinite light which is contracted, and this is the infinite light which is an expansion. So from A to A, there are the dimensions. The dimensions are the different levels, the different densities of the creation. You understand me better? So as I told you, when we are creating in the space of creation, everything is reversed. So the dimensions start by infinite and then goes down. We will start it at 12, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this here equal this. This is an image, the core of the creation, of the reality, and around, could say this for example. Around is what is an expansion, what is non-dual, what is psychic, and inside is what is material, dual, physic. This little image here, you see it's this dimensional system. And we just take this and go a step back. So we have this one now, which is finally the same. It still comes from the dimensional system. It's really the same thing. This is close from the beginning, and this is contextualized, put into context. As when an apple or an orange is created, it comes from inside, close from the beginning, and then look, the center and the stem. So it kind of does a cycle. I mean, zero dimension is the beginning of creation, and the material, the denser energy that could exist, is the kind of end. So this is how you put the structure. It's the stage of creation. We're not in the manifestation yet. We just came from infinite absolute to first step of creation. And so in this first step of creation, I got to remember what I was saying right now. Okay. Okay, so where the energy is the more contracted, it's the end. So we put the map of creation. We have all the dimensions, the different spaces and their densities, but we also have the materials. And then the infinite light, which goes on first, is the zero, will come from inside of it and flow outside and go into all the structures it has created, you know. So it does a cycle. Because once it comes here, then it's inside of the material, and then there's all the different experiences. That really the dimensional system explains, but at the beginning there was this big white space. So zero dimension could be considered as the primitive consciousness, the first consciousness, so the big one consciousness, which contains every other particular, we could say, consciousness, which are drops of water in the big ocean, which is the primitive consciousness, the first consciousness, the big one consciousness, or consciousness with a C, capital C. So this is the zero dimension. Blank space contains all the other dimensions, is beyond the dimensions, and is the point of coming back of creation. It flows like that. So then let's go a little deeper. What I'm telling you here is that this zero dimension is the place from where is coming out. All the real. But the real one, the forms, like humans for example, are inhabited by consciousness. What is consciousness? It's this first blank or white space, the zero dimension. Understand? First space, zero dimension, contains the real. When the real is created, the forms get inhabited by consciousness. And when they see, they use consciousness. What is consciousness? It is the first space. It has projected itself inside of the creations. So you see how the first space is finally the infinite light projecting itself inside of creation and emerging from it to be us. See you guys. Love. Bye bye.